Hey guys, how's it going? Toast the Toast here, and as you can tell from the awesome picture on your screen, we are playing Skyrim right now. This is not a live commentary. I went back and I recorded this, and then I went ahead and I'm doing the commentary right now as I'm watching what I've clipped up.
I need but a septum.
So yeah,
a septum is all
I started
ask.
off in this town. I have been playing for a while. I didn't record like my first time through because I don't know. I wanted it to be awesome with HD and not with AVI because that's what my capture card records with. But I started off in this town. I forget the name of it right now. It's like all the way in the east. It's like far east as you can go. I forget. I was doing some work for the Thieves Guild. One of my friends texted me. He was like, "Oh, dude, if you go to the college and you do one of the quests there, there's a wall that you can get a shout from afterwards." So I was like, "Hot damn!" So I went ahead and I pulled up in the map after it was auto-saving there, and I don't know. I pulled up the map and I was quick traveling to the college, and I was gonna go grab that quest. I'd like to point out right now just like how amazing that this game is. I am extremely impressed with it. I mean, like it even looks good with AVI. You know, I usually play it in HD when I'm not recording, and it's just godly. It just looks amazing, every bit of it. I have no complaints whatsoever. Okay, well, I do have a few, but it's just minor stuff, nothing, you know, life-changing. I would not want to have a negative attitude towards Skyrim whatsoever. So I totally, I already actually had the quest. I didn't need to go grab the quest, so I just got as close to where the quest started, where I needed to be. I got attacked by a wolf, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I went ahead and used one of my shouts there. This is, I was running up, getting really close to where I needed to be, and I noticed how beautiful the sky looked in this area. I mean, like, the sky is usually pretty gorgeous, but, like, I mean, they went all out in this area. I mean, they had the whole Northern Lights thing going, and it just looked fantastic. I want you guys to see that. So that was where I need to be down there, and I come up to this guy. He's the guy who's going to start the quest here, so I go ahead and talk to him. I go through some menu stuff, and then he eventually leads me into the cavern that we're gonna be venturing into. The Dwarven Mines, maybe? That might be it. I forget what the technical name for it was. But yeah, thoughts so far on Skyrim. It's freaking amazing. When I first got back from the store with Skyrim, I threw it in, and I don't know. I was falling over when I was watching the opening scenes when you're in the carrot, when you're in the cart and going to get beheaded, and when that dragon popped in, it was just like, holy crap, you know. It was like the single most coolest moment of my life. Like, I could die right now. I mean, because I've played Skyrim, you know, it's okay. I mean, that's all I've lived for to this point. Sarcastically, maybe not. We'll find out.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside.
There are a few areas of Skyrim that are just gorgeous, and I'm not saying that, you know, the whole game isn't gorgeous, because it is, but there are a few that stand out. Like where the Greybeards live, like on the right side of that mountain, there's an area where it just looks completely like it's like fall, kind of in that area, and the trees and everything, it just looks so cool. In this area I'm in, I'm a huge fan of this area
yes,
too.
I have an ancestry steeped in magic.
So I went ahead and I got into this cave, and this chick was totally blocking that guy's path, like he couldn't move past her. So he told me to go talk to this guy to go see what I needed to do. So I went ahead and talked to him. He was really busy and kind of irritated. I wasn't a fan. He didn't turn around, but he somehow knew that he somehow recognized me without looking at me. I thought it was talented.
Just
I
don't
thought he
make a
had
mess of my
hair
work.
until I
I've only looked through
went past him, and I was like, holy crap, you're bald.
You can look around in the chambers.
Not that that's offensive. It's okay to be bald.
Try and
you know,
be careful,
from this
right?
angle, I mean, you guys can kind of tell. It looks like he has hair, but he doesn't. He's pretty bald.
All right then.
Right here. There we are. So yeah, he went ahead and told me to collect some artifacts I could find. So I went ahead and grabbed that one off the wall. It was right next to where he was. Then, after grabbing that, these stakes come down, and I got stuck, which sucks. So I went ahead and put the amulet on, because he told me to, and then I started like dropping out or something. So he told me to use spells to blast it open, so I did. So we both went down and adventured into this cave here, and then I had a bit of like a like a schizophrenic episode. I'm not sure what happened. Well, I kind of do. So this guy pops up.
Behold,
He's from some
mage, and
mage
listen
society
well.
or something.
Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment
telling me
has
that
not been passed.
He's watching me,
as you
which
had
I
no
felt
way
was
of
pretty
knowing. Judgment will
weird.
be passed on
I
your
didn't want
actions to
to
come.
say perverted, but I
and
think
how
I'm
you
going
deal
to.
with the
Perverted.
dangers
It
ahead
was a
of
bit.
you.
It wasn't like
This
he
warning
was
is
trying to be
passed
perverted, but
because
I
the
just kind of took
Sigil
it that
Order
way because
believes in you.
I play this game with a sense of humor.
You, mage, and
I do
you
get
alone
pretty scared at
have the
some point,
potential
so
to prevent disaster.
I had to fight like
Take
3
great
dragons,
care,
like
and
one
know
right after the
the
other.
Order is watching.
At one point, I was playing late last night. It was pretty ridiculous. So yeah,
I'm not
he totally
sure.
disappeared, and it was like he stopped time to talk to me. So I was like, that's awesome. There were a few puzzles inside of this tunnel system. You had to like move around these stone pillars. I've seen puzzles like this before, and a few of the other ones that I've already been in. There's a little picture of what they needed to be above them, and then I needed to rotate the pillars so I could match them. Like that one's a bird, so I had to match that to a bird. And then the one behind it was a whale. That one was already set. This one over here, bird again. So went ahead and switched it. It's only 3-sided, and they usually aren't different ones. This one was a snake. And you can see the holes in the sides of the walls right there, right next to that lever that kind of pointed at it. And if you pulled that lever without having these set correctly, those spikes would shoot out, and they wouldn't kill you, but they would do some damage, and that's never fun. Warning, you've screwed up. So yeah, I pulled out my bow because I had a feeling, we hadn't encountered any enemies in a while, so I went ahead and pulled out my bow. I was ready to kick some butt. I leveled up while I was fighting this dude. You'll see him in a little bit. I went ahead and I upped my I can't remember the name of it offhand, but I was upgrading some of the. I play more of like a magic user kind of, so I went ahead and upgraded the flaming, situation. This is the guy. I had 3 times to kill. It was pretty ridiculous. I finally whipped up this thing. The 3rd level of that shot. I love it. It's amazing. I love just standing, like, getting a bunch of people grouped together and use it. I'll just keep going. It's like Sufferthorn from Oblivion. Except they don't go straight up and, like, hover. It's still pretty cool. So I went ahead, walked ahead, found these symbols on the floor. I come chilling through here, and I noticed there's a few more panels on the sides of the wall. And I realized that these panels right here, like next to the sides of me and stuff, they aren't directly like involved with the puzzle because, well, I mean, they're repeated again right above the pillars that need to be set. So I was messing around with that first one, and then I went ahead and I tried changing that second one, but then the second one changed the first one that I set, and I realized that every pillar changed it changed the other ones. Like the first one that I did doesn't change any of them, but then the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, like if you were messing around with the 4th one would spin all 3, and then the 3rd one would spin the 3 that were like itself, and then the 2 after it. So it was kind of like they were right in order, so it wasn't too difficult. You just needed to set the 4th one first, and then 3rd, and then the 2nd and the 1st. It wasn't too complicated of a puzzle, but it took me a little bit. So I went ahead and matched that one. I believe that was the 4th one. This was the... No, that was the... I hadn't experimented with the 3rd or the 4th ones yet, so I went ahead and I did those 2. I was thinking at the time that maybe it was just like split down the middle, where like that one would only affect the one right next to it. But I discovered at this point that it was like that. See that one? I spin that one, and it spins the other 2. This one only spins the one next to it. So I did this one first, the whale. I got that one all set. It was switching the ones. It was switched all of them. I did this one, the snake. Then I come around here, and this one is already a bird. But then I need to switch this one to a whale. Oh, that one was already set too. Pull the lever. Walk through. Success. So come down here, and I believe this guy comes out of nowhere now. Yeah, This guy, he scared the crap out of me.
thought it
I didn't know
high
what to
time
do.
I caught up with you.
I almost attacked him. So I put away my weapon. I didn't want to
prepared
tempt
to defend
myself
yourself.
because, you know, he kind of snuck up on me. Whatever. This is an alchemy lab or something over there. I didn't really mess around with it. Grabbed that potion, or the poison, or whichever one that was. I moved around that panel because it looked pretty dangerous.
Take
When
care
stuff
now.
sticks out like that, you know, generally. Rule of thumb is to not step on it. So I was like, alright. So, went ahead, grabbed that soul gem, and we walked through this door. This is like the final area-ish. There's this big ball just kind of like circulating in the middle. And I
Well
didn't
now,
see him at first, but
would
there
you
was a
look
dude
at that?
sitting in that chair down there.
I never imagined
I didn't
we'd
realize he
find
was
something
there
like
until
this.
after I kind of inched a little bit closer.
Why is this
Right there, I
buried
think I
so
noticed him.
far
I tried
within
sneaking, but he
Southall?
had already seen me, or he's getting up out of his chair. Switched to my bow so I can get him long range. So I was pretty hidden. I was like, yes, he hadn't seen me, but then
What was that?
he had already seen me. He was just kind of running. I unshifted him. So those two start fighting. And he's like, the old guy that I'm with that scared the crap out of me. He says that he
Nothing
needs to go
seems to
draw the
work.
power from that
Keep it busy. I'll try
from
to
the
drain
wall
some
or
of its
something,
power.
from that orb or whatever, because the guy I'm fighting is drawing power from it. There's him drawing his power from it. And whatever he was doing works. Went ahead and used that shout again. I got him right there. Final blow. Took me a little bit to get him. So then the wall comes down and we can go up and further investigate that cube. Not cube. Ooh, sphere. I'm screwing up. So I went ahead and investigated it, and the old guy was like, you have to go tell the archmage that we found this, you know, I have to stay here. I felt that was a bit fishy, so here's the wall. And my friend was like, oh dude, you need to go get this. So I was like, alright, cool. So here's this wall, I get this shout from it. Ah, jeez. This is actually only the second one that I've gathered from the wall. Maybe the third. I think it's the third. Yeah, it's so hard to find these, like, I try really hard. I haven't yet. I don't think I will, but I tested it right there. But I try my best not to like internet search any of that stuff because I wanted this to be like a real experience. I don't want to like spoil anything or any like secrets or anything like that. So he tells me to go talk to the archmage. So I was like, all right. So I go ahead and find this guy.
What?
And he's totally like,
It's no
he
secret
was
that
totally
the
a
college's
jerk. I talked to him
reputation in
for a little bit and
Skyrim
kind of
is
cut up the conversation,
tainted.
but he wasn't very nice. He was kind of fed up with me, and I was fed up with his attitudes until I told him that we had found a sphere, and then he was kind of chill
I
about it. So
see.
whatever. All right, fine.
I trust that Tolfdir will provide a
So,
more specific
as a
explanation.
reward for
Thank you for bringing this to my
for-
attention.
I don't think it
Tolfdir
was.
normally
I don't
looks
think he said it
after
was a
your little
reward.
group,
I
yes?
think it was more of just
Since
like
he's
a
apparently
helpful hint.
occupied,
I
and I
think
will need to
you'll
see
see the
this
dialogue
discovery
here in
for
a little
myself.
bit. But he said
I
next
think
time
perhaps you should
go
begin
wandering off
researching
in
this
those caverns,
subject.
you know, you should probably take one
Speak
of
with
these.
Urag in the
He gives me this
Arcadium.
staff.
See if he's
with,
aware of
that
anything that
produces
matches your
sticky light
discovery.
bulbs, and I thought that
And
was like
good
the
work.
best gift ever.
The next time you find yourself exploring
Like, if you
Nordic
want to make me
ruins,
happy for the rest of my
perhaps
life, you
this
give
will
me a
be
staff
helpful.
that can produce light bulbs that stick to walls. I used it here. I cut out me jumping around and like screwing around with it, but I had a lot of fun with it.
Until next time.
He gives me this staff. It took me a while to find it in my inventory, but I had both of my lights here. This one kind of hovers next to me, and then the staff. Coolest staff ever. I will use that for the rest of the game. So yeah, that's all the time that I have for this particular video. I'll be producing more Skyrim related things in the future for sure. You can definitely expect more of that. But you know, if I release more parts, I'll make sure and put an annotation in the top right corner. Otherwise, you can check out the channel. You know, that link is in the description, I believe, or you can just access my channel straight through my linked name right below the video. If you want to catch regular updates to what you can expect from me throughout the week, you know, add me on Google+, follow me on Twitter. Those links are also in the description. Thanks for watching my video. Take care.